Hello, I'm Paul Roberts, founder and director of World Mission Outreach Fellowship. Thank you for taking the time to hear about the purpose and the vision of our mission organization. I realize that during the economical situation around the world today, that many of you are concerned about your gifts and your donations, desiring that they be used to the fullest extent. And rightly so. After all, we have been given the responsibility to be a good steward of that which God has given to us. I also realize that there are many deserving groups around the world doing tremendous projects, both spiritual and humanitarian. So why should an individual, a church group, or a business decide to partner with World Mission Outreach? Well, over the next few moments, I'd like to share with you why I feel that we are a good organization to sow into. Our approach to missions takes a unique approach in working from a relationship and a partnership basis. If churches and mission groups in the West are to be more effective in working with ministries overseas, then we have to change our approach of how we've been doing missions. For the past 200 years, we have taken a parental approach, basically saying that we're the parent and the national ministries are the children, and we've tried to maintain control over them. If we're going to work effectively with them, then we must begin to see them as equals, as partners in the ministry, both of us joining hands together to work with them to effectively reach their nation for Christ. National leaders must know that they have our confidence, that we believe in them and we believe in the ministry that they've been called to. World Mission Outreach works from that basis to form a strong personal relationship with these leaders, to find men and women who have a divine call of God on their life, a call to reach their people with the message of Jesus. When we find these leaders who have this call and vision from God, World Mission Outreach simply comes alongside of them to work with them, to join hands with them, and to help provide the tools and the resources that are not available to them. If we fail to take advantage of the tremendous human resources available to us in Asia, Africa, India, and other parts of the world, it will truly be one of the greatest failures in mission history. At the heart of missionary work is church planting. But we also know that along with church planting, it's important for us to reach the new generation, to equip them to become effective pastors and leaders in their national countries. We have partnered together with the International School of Ministry to provide a high-quality international curriculum of more than 170 hours of video training in the native languages, bringing world-renowned leaders to the remotest parts of the world with a very cost-effective training program. We must reach and equip this generation. It is estimated that by 2025, just a little over 15 years from now, that over 1/2 of the world's population of those under the age of 30 will live in the country of India alone. Along with that, the fact that over 1/2 of the world is now closed to the American missionary. So in a very real sense, the future of missions rests in the hands of people from other countries. We cannot fail. The people that are needed to reach a great part of the world are ready. They're ready to be equipped. They're ready to be trained. All they lack is the resources and the tools necessary to help them fulfill the vision that God has given them. So what is the role of World Mission Outreach? We work in an area that is commonly referred to as a 1040 window. In this area, it's estimated that 90% of those who have yet heard the message of Jesus Christ live. Also, we're told that only 1% to 2% of full-time missionaries are actively engaged in mission work in this area. With such a large task, you might ask the question, how can it be accomplished? How can we reach this area? Well, we believe that we can reach this area by mobilizing the large number of national ministries who are ready to work and ready to reach their areas with the message of Christ. Although American missionaries are still needed in many parts of the world, Increasingly, churches and individuals in America are realizing the importance of partnering together with ministries overseas. We also realize that a national ministry can live on a fraction of the cost of what it takes to keep an American missionary family on the field. The national missionary doesn't have any problem with the language, with the culture, and other social barriers that sometimes hinders an American missionary family. World Mission Outreach very carefully chooses the ministries with which to partner with. It is our desire to take the guesswork out of your giving. One, by establishing relationships with the ministries overseas, by making periodic visits to the ministries to ensure that the projects that you're giving to are being accomplished and that they are needed projects. We also work to help ensure church plantings, that the buildings are being built, to provide brick-making machines, to provide vehicles for transportation, to provide other resources that we know are being used effectively to reach the areas with the message of Christ. We also realize that part of our responsibility is humanitarian. The Global Relief Department of WMOF has been set up to facilitate meeting the many and varied needs around the globe. The basic human needs are being addressed by providing nutritious meals for children, providing a program for young girls caught in the vicious cycle of prostitution, micro-business opportunities such as sewing centers, clean water projects to pipe clean, pure water to villages where sickness and disease has become a way of life. Just recently, we completed this project in the country of Ghana. Orphanages in several countries, currently including over 400 children, being clothed, fed, and educated. Safe houses for single Christian women who have been abused because of their faith. Primer schools for children whose family cannot afford to send them to school. Sponsorship programs for children, families, and also for pastors. Last year, we started our Christmas gift program, handing out shoe boxes filled with hygiene kits, toys, and school supplies. We concentrated this program in the Philippines. This year, we will expand it into India and Africa. These are some of the most needed programs that you will be sharing in as a partner with World Mission Outreach Fellowship. If you or your local church are involved in a mission program, I applaud you and I encourage you to continue your support. But if you or your church is looking for a special project to become involved in, or you're looking for a mission organization to begin to support on a regular basis, it is my prayer that we can partner together. Once again, I want to thank you for your time and your prayerful consideration. May God bless you and the ministry that He has called you to.